Mason, just talk about kind of your journey, right? I mean, hurt last year, long recovery, and then to be having this role, to getting starts, and then performing the way you did today. Just kind of talk about what's going through your head.
Just belief. I feel like I know I've had it in me, and I just believe. My teammates believe in me, coach believes in me, and when you believe, anything is possible. So that's why we got the dub today.
And Vicky, your performance today, 14 points, tied your career high, and it seems like you were all over the court, passing, tying up jump balls, rebounds, just stealing. Just talk about your day today.
I've had a couple of off days at practice, so I just really wanted to come out today and show that I'm better than my off days and I'm a great player, and I just wanted to win for my seniors today. So yeah, that was.
Ladies, I'm Rob Knox. I cover women's basketball for the 9 basketball. Can you just share, just Mason, for you, the emotion of the day, looking at the video board and seeing your parents up there, and then Vicky, you alluded to wanting to win for your seniors.
Yeah, when I think of love, I think of sacrifice. And seeing my family on the board today, it just really brought me back to all the sacrifice that it took for me to even have the privilege to play basketball at the Division I level. Super grateful. I love my teammates. I love the game. And, yeah, it just brought back sacrifice for me, and I knew we had to get it done today.
Yeah, Mason's talking about sacrifice, and I realized that all the seniors are crying today because they love Towson and they sacrificed everything to be here, and I'm blessed to be with them on the same team, and just want to get better and do better every single day.
And then, secondly, obviously, it's a collective effort, and it's 5 seniors that were honored today. But one of the things that was shared over the loudspeaker was when they introduced India, they said one of the all-time greats at Towson. And one of the things about India is she's not flashy. She just shows up. She just shows up day after day and just leads. What's her secret sauce? What's her superpower? What makes her special?
She's a bucket.
Yeah.
But I think when you think about Indy, like, you think of steady. Like, our word is steadfast, and I think India embodies that every day. She comes in and just does the work, and it shows. I mean, 11 points, 3 assists, and that's just a regular day for her. So, yeah.
Yeah, she does all the little things that we need our team to do, and she's a leader, and she doesn't, like, necessarily, she's not very vocal, but she shows it through her actions, so, yeah.
Any more questions for
And then I have one more. CAA 6-5 now in conference. I was here Friday. Tough finish there. This conference, I mean, you always have to turn the page quickly. What was said between Friday and today that enabled you all to come out strong, have that really strong second quarter there?
We had to get it done for our seniors today. There was no doubt about that. We were going to get the win. But we want to be playing our best basketball in March. So we're not there yet. We haven't arrived, as Coach says. So, yeah, stacking days.
Yep, what Mason said.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Thanks.
You know, we talk a lot about Towson women's basketball being by committee, and whoever night it is, we're just proud, and we're going to ride that, feed the high hand, and just believe in everyone. The power of just the part and not the parts making up the whole, and not just one or two players. And I'm just proud of our team. This was a collective effort on senior night. We're continuing to find just new sparks in our team to find ways to score offensively and just bring us a lot of energy. And, I think Mason and Vicky are two that one wouldn't necessarily think they're the ones that really sparked this victory today, and I'm just so proud of both of them.
Yeah, Coach, you talk about Mason. We've been seeing more and more of her as the year has gone on now, especially recently, just what she brings and what she's been able to do on the court.
It's funny because Mason was brought in here to be an impact transfer. She was. And everyone knew what she was, I personally knew what she was capable of, and it's just fun to see, I think she wasn't cleared till the second week of December. So her back was up against the wall just from a timing situation of when she came back into the season, and she didn't have one bad day, cheered for her teammates, went hardest, dominated on the scout team, was in the best shape, had the best times in all of the conditioning. So it's just, the little things have culminated to this moment. And now she's one of, if not our most consistent scorers out there. And it's a blessing for me as a coach. We're going into February, and it's like, wait, who's your secret weapon? Well, it's Mason Marchbanks, honestly.
And then Vicky, it seems like every time you give her a nod to get out there, she does something that's going to influence the game, whether it's rebounding, tying up loose balls, defending, scoring, tied her career high today. She just brings it every night. Just the energy's always been really high from her.
You know, she's another one that I was the only person that ever watched probably over 10 of her European games. And you can ask anyone, I'm like, she's got something special, never gets tired. She gives, and that's the one thing that Mason and Vicky have in common. They go so hard, they exhaust themselves. And I think at this day and age, you don't see players that can really put that much exertion into the game. You know, this is a generation of cool and step backs and all of those things. But those two, they're two of our most hardest and focused workers day in and day out.
How important was this one today, coming off of a tough loss the other day, and then you have the emotion of senior day? There was the moment with Tilly's mom a couple days ago. How big was this for this team to get this win today, late in the CAA? Everything. We believe in who we are. We believe we can win any game that we go out there. You know, there's definitely been adversity, and we're still finding our way. But this was extremely important for our seniors, and it just shows that we are enough, and we're more than capable.
And then, Laura, you've been coaching a long time, and you always have senior classes. You know, you celebrate every year. What does this particular senior class mean to you? Just those 5 young ladies. Well, 6 for Kayla last year.
Well, India Johnson is my very first recruit here at Towson. So there's no words. When I got the job, she's the first person I went to go and secure. And I didn't think she was going to stay. So starting back with Indy and the belief she's had 4 different years here at Towson. And when you think about the landscape of intercollegiate athletics, she's had 4 different realities of where women's college basketball has gone, and she's adapted and she's molded and she's stepped up to any challenge that we've asked her as a staff. So yes, I get extremely emotional when it comes to this class, and that's exactly why I've never worn a shirt before in my life. But I think when you think about Towson, you think about legacy, and you think about my tenure here, it starts with India.
Yeah, and this way you must have been reading my story that I'm writing on there, because that was some of the things that I shared. We always there. But obviously, I remember you said that she's the best player in the conference, which I agree with. But the other thing with India and just how she just fills the box score. I mean, obviously, she scored 1,000 points in 4 years, in 4 different kind of iterations of how you needed to use her. Mm-hmm. But everything else that she brings to this team.
Yeah, I mean, I want India to do everything because I think that I know she's capable. And I think, we brought her players that allow her to do less, but India can pass, she can shoot, she can get to the basket, people don't know she's shooting almost 60% from the paint. She's leading her team at field goal percentage inside, and I just think, her development, she's becoming more vocal. She's taking her defense even more serious, but she's our closer, she's our finisher. She's done a little bit of everything for us.